Are you wondering whether your hair is low porosity, medium, or high? Wondering? Don't get worried. Right now, today, this afternoon, I'm going to show you exactly how to do a hair porosity test. That you give me a big thumbs up in order for me to know whether you liked this video. Let's go. Let's get started. Are you wondering what hair porosity means? Wondering what hair porosity is? Don't you worry, because in this video I'm going to show you how to test your hair porosity. Hello my lovelies, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. You have clicked on the right video, because on this channel I will share what works. Make sure that you click on that right subscribe button and be part of the family. Here you're gonna grow your hair thick, strong, lustrous, healthy and thick. Just remember to click on that subscribe button and you will not regret it. I got a promise. Now, if you're my regular watcher, thank you so much for coming back again. So in order to take care of your natural hair, in order to actually have long hair and to retain length, you need to know your hair porosity. Because if you don't know your hair porosity, your hair can actually break. You can lose your hair. So you need to know your hair porosity. It is hair porosity. Being from my phone right here, so bear with me if I look down. Hair porosity is about your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. Know how your hair is able to retain the moisture, because the moisture, that's what makes your hair to actually grow long and healthy. When your hair is dry, it's gonna break. So you need to know your hair porosity. The porosity of your hair affects how well oils and moisture pass in and out of the outermost layer of your hair, known as the cuticle. Many people say, what is my hair texture? Texture does not really matter. What matters is that you know your hair porosity, how well your hair is able to retain the moisture and to absorb the moisture. I want to talk about signs that you have low porosity hair. The signs that you have low porosity hair, the first one is that your hair struggles to keep moisture. Now, this is the most thing that people face when they don't know their hair porosity. Your hair, it struggles to keep moisture. It's always dry. I hear most people say, my hair is always dry, my hair is breaking. Dry hair breaks. Low porosity hair is always dry. The thing is that your hair doesn't work with conditioners. It doesn't work with conditioners. You need heat to activate conditioners. With low porosity hair, you need indirect heat to actually allow the moisture inside your hair cuticles. As I have explained to you what hair porosity is, you actually need to use indirect heat to allow the moisture inside your hair cuticles, because that's the only way you can absorb the moisture. There's always build up and dirt in your hair because the product is just sitting on top of your hair. It's not getting inside. So there's always product built up, which actually prevent other products to get in, because there's a lot of product built up. You get more dandruff on your scalp because there's a lot of product built up, and your hair is too oily or too dry. You spend ages drying your hair, so your hair actually takes longer to dry. Today I'm actually going to do the hair porosity test. Hair porosity test explained. And I'm actually going to show you how to test your hair porosity. Now, the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take a container, just a glass container like this, lukewarm water, room temperature, and you're going to take a strand of hair. Me, I actually keep my shaded hair, so I didn't take this from my hair. I actually take my shed hair and I put it in a plastic. I store my shed hair. I don't throw it away some of the time. This is my hair right here. This is a strand of hair. As you can see, this is my strand of hair. I'm going to take this strand, porosity water test that you must do to check your hair porosity. So I'm just going to put this strand of hair, right? I'm just gonna put it inside the water. So the strand of hair is inside the water right now. This is the low porosity hair test. It's the porosity float test. Your hair can float on top or can go in the middle. I'm going to talk about that later in the video. Hair is on top. I'm going to wait from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So as you can see, the strand of hair is sitting at the top of the water. That means that I have low porosity hair, but I still have to wait for 10 minutes, you guys. So yeah. So I'm just doing the counting now. I'm going to let it sit for 10 minutes while I explain the medium porosity. Wait for it 10 minutes. If you have normal porosity hair, that means that moisture is able to be absorbed by your hair. Our products actually penetrate your hair very easily and very, very well if you have normal porosity hair. Normal porosity hair, your hair in the middle of the water. If you do the porosity float test and your hair strands get in the middle, you have a normal porosity hair. That means that you have good hair which is able to retain the moisture and to absorb the moisture, which is good, you guys, because whatever you're going to apply on your hair, that product is actually sinking inside your hair cuticles. Now if you want to do the porosity test as well to see whether you have high porosity, you can also put a hair strand like what I've done and just wait for 10 minutes. Gets to the bottom of the water, that means that you have high porosity hair. Porosity hair is a bit damaged because the cuticles are open, so it allows so much moisture in, and at the same time the moisture escape or evaporate. If you have high porosity hair, having high porosity hair is very difficult because your cuticles are damaged, they are open, a lot of moisture gets in and a lot of moisture goes out as well, leaving your hair dry. So that is the meaning, because I've had so many people ask about hair porosity, don't know the products for porosity. That is a bit hard for you. Products that you're using can actually cause damage on your hair. It can just leave your hair dry, like you're doing nothing to your hair when you're actually applying those products. You need to know the porosity of your hair to know the right products for it. You need to know the kind of oils to use and the products as well. It's so important. But I think I've done a video on low porosity and high porosity. I haven't done a video on normal porosity, but I have done on high porosity and low porosity. I'll leave them in the description box below if you want to check them out. I really explained in detail the products you need to use for low porosity hair. Let me just check. These are the signs that you have normal porosity hair. Your hair takes color well. Your hair tends to look healthy, shiny, and glossy. It doesn't take too long for your hair to air dry if you have normal porosity hair. And your hair is easy to style, can hold styles for a good length of time. Now, the other porosity hair test for the high porosity hair, signs of high porosity hair. With moisture loss, you have a lot of moisture loss. You have frizzy hair, hair that feels dry, your hair tangles easily, you have dull looking hair, your hair is prone to breakage. So these are the signs that you have high porosity hair. Yeah, it's not good at all. So you have to know your hair porosity. This is the hair porosity test explained. You take your hair strand inside of water. If it floats on the top, what? Time up. All right, so let me see. So mine is floating on top, you guys. Let me just show you. My hair is actually floating on the top, which means that I have low porosity hair. So you guys, if this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up. But the other thing as well, if you have low porosity hair, do the greenhouse effect. It's going to help with moisture. Now you can do this 3 times in a week, but not every day, because you can suffer from moisture overload. I'll leave a video in the description box below if you want to know what is the greenhouse effect and what the benefits of greenhouse effect. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll definitely see you in my next one. Bye now.